Well, we were certainly aware that they were going to come out in the second half and put everything into making a furious run. They did, and I was just really proud of the way we just hung tough and went through some difficult stretches, but found ways to get stops, get the ball in the basket, and come out with a big win. So I'm happy for our guys.
Rick, you guys were down 8-2. You had to call that first time out. Then you go 18-0 with that run. What did you guys talk about in that timeout and that helped propel you guys to that run?
Just reminders about our process as a team, how we need to play, a few things about what their approach is as a team, and we had committed a couple of early fouls, and we needed to correct that, and and look, NBA games are difficult. You're not just going to go out and get a big lead and cruise to a win on the road. It's just not going to happen. Not against a team of this quality. So, they made a frenetic run at us, and it was just a bend don't break situation. And really proud of the guys for how they hung tough and stuck together.
You mentioned that run, Rick. Brown hits a three. Probably Tyrese's most important basket was he answered right back with a three, probably 3.5 minutes. Did it feel like that was the moment you could hold on to that?
Well, Tyrese is a great player, and a lot of talk right now about All-Star and who's going to be in, who's not going to be in. He's Tyrese Haliburton is our All-Star. In less than a year, he's completely changed the trajectory of our franchise. He's completely changed the vibe and the direction of our franchise. And nights like tonight show that the type of great young player that he is. Because tonight was a night we needed scoring from him, and in the biggest moments, he found a way to get the ball in the basket or find guys. The pass he threw to Miles for the and one was another huge play down the stretch. So he's an amazing young player, an amazing young man, and he's our All-Star.
What have you seen that's been different from Aaron Nesmith these past 6 games
Defensively, he's been very consistent. As he's gotten greater opportunity to play, chance to start some games, you can settle in a little bit more. There's a tendency as a young player playing spot minutes to get over aggressive when you get in there because you get so wound up. I mean, I went through it as a young player too. But he's settling in nicely. He has fit in well in his opportunities to start with us. He loves the challenge of guarding guys, like Brown and Tatum, and he's humble enough to know that it's a process, and you just got to try to make it hard on those guys. But the way he approaches things every single day, just super consistent, always super positive. Work. You have to kick him out of the gym, all those kinds of things. I mean, he's a pleasure, and he's been a great addition to our team.
Rick, you didn't have Chris Duarte for about a month and a half. What has he added, especially in tonight's game?
Well, you forget, when a guy like Chris is out for, extended period of time, the things that he's capable of, particularly at the end of quarters. The last game he played a full game was in Brooklyn, and he had 30 points, and, he was spectacular. He had a big pull-up three at the end of the third quarter from probably 32 feet out, banged that in. He banged one in at the end of the first, banged one in at the end of the third. These were huge momentum plays in this game tonight. And, a lot of players won't even shoot the ball at that time of the game. It's a long shot. It's probably going to be contested. Hey, it's going to hurt my average if I miss, that kind of stuff. And, I just love the way he just came down and he was undaunted. He just stepped right in. The first one was bang right in. And the second one was further out, and there were guys around him. And he just gave it a chance, and it went right in off the backboard. And so, at that moment, the hush of the crowd was a beautiful sound, and a really important play in the game. And I will say this also, in recent games, we haven't done a good job of closing quarters. Tonight in the first quarter, at halftime, and in the third, we did much, much better. Something we talked about, worked on in practice this week, and it was a building block for us being able to win this game.
Dustin, anything?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a big part of why you guys built that big lead, especially in the first quarter, was just the ball movement that you guys had. I think you might have had 11 assists on 16 field goals or something wild like that. And obviously, you had some turnovers in the second half. I mean, is the change something that you saw fall from you guys? Did you see them do a better job of getting up in you and getting in passing lanes? I mean, what explains how good it was at the start and how, maybe you guys had some miscues in the second half? Well,
in the first half, we had the leverage. We were playing downhill most of the half. In the second half, they regrouped and came out and decided that they were going to find a way to get the leverage. And they did. And they became the hit-first team. They made it a lot harder on us. Their aggression got them to the free throw line. It got them offensive rebounds, all that kind of stuff. But it's a 48-minute game. You build a big lead in the first half, so that, you can survive runs like that in the second half. And down the stretch, we'll look at it again tonight, as a coaching staff, and there'll be things that we can do better, certainly. But the mindset is the big thing. And the attitude of aggression for us, was good down the stretch, even though they were making some progress. But we made some really big plays to get some big stops, some big rebounds, and some big scores. And so, those are the things that we'll remember most and take away from this game. And just to stress this again, winning in the NBA on the road is very difficult, and winning in Boston against a team like this is very difficult. And it's 48 minutes. And you got to count for all circumstances and situations that are going to happen, just real proud of the guys for hanging in all the way.
All good? All right. Thank you.
Ready.
Tyrese, you guys have played 9 clutch games in a row now, and I know you had said, hey, we're struggling to finish these games. What was the key tonight?
Still to do a great job tonight. Thank God we had such a great first half that allowed us to be better, or to finish and win that game in the second half. But just made some big shots down the stretch. Got enough stops, but we didn't take care of the ball well. We just had some bad defensive rebounding moments there, so didn't close it how we want to, but just glad to come with a W.
Let's go to the end of the game. We'll go back to the first quarter, but you guys are up 5. You hit the 3, and then the no-look pass to Miles for the 3-point play. Walk me through those 2 possessions.
Yeah, second half I was just being really aggressive tonight. Trying to, that opens up everything for everybody else, when I get it going, and just felt like, I had it going early, so just trying to continue that. So the guys have been on me to finish games better. They look at me as the leader, the point guard, so, you got to be the guy to help finish games. So. Just trying to play basketball out there, guys finding me, allowing me to, make plays down the stretch.
All right, let's go backwards now. 42 points in the first quarter, season high. You guys led by as many as 30, had a 28-point halftime lead. What was the key there?
Just getting stops. We got enough stops to allow us to play in transition. Like we've said all year, when we play transition basketball, we're really tough to beat. I think every team understands that they don't want to get in the track meet with us, because that's where we thrive, and that's what, we got a lot of guys trained to play that way. So we were able to get enough stops and, force enough turnovers to play in transition, and that's what good things happen.
How big was this for Aaron Nesmith to come back to a place that let him go?
Yeah, it's exciting for him. I know how much this means for him. I was in a similar situation earlier this year, so that game's got a little more to it, and just excited for him, man. And he's been playing amazing, regardless of what happened in the last couple of years. He's getting an opportunity here right now, and he's taking advantage of it, so I'm really excited for him.
We know this stretch difficult, this tough place to play. You go to another tough place on Friday. What will be the key against Miami?
Just responding the right way. Everybody, they came to the crib, they beat us, they kind of out-physicaled us for the majority of the night. It was a grinding game. At one point it was like 69-66 in the fourth quarter. So just got to be ready to go. Got to understand what type of basketball game we're going to be playing in, and just got to respond the right way.
It was a lot of fun. It was fun being back here, competing against those guys, that really taught me a lot and taught me how to play in this league. So it was a lot of fun just being able to take what I learned from them and use it against them.
What do you think worked so well for you guys in that first half?
We moved the ball, we played together, we played the right way, and we played hard.
Just kind of contagious sometimes you look off, like when it really gets rolling.
Yeah,
like
when it gets rolling, and when you get rolling, you start moving the ball, everybody's making shots, it is contagious. Basket gets wide open for everybody.
How about you in particular? What kind of was your approach, and what do you think worked for you tonight?
Just doing what I do every night, playing hard, taking my assignment on the defensive side very seriously, and getting my energy from that side of the ball.
Aaron, what about that play that you dove on the floor to keep it alive? That was a critical play in that fourth quarter when they were making the run.
It's what I do. I just play hard and try to make winning plays.
From an offensive standpoint, what's been the key for you the last 6 or 7 games? You're scoring double figures, you're hitting threes. Confidence level, or just something where you're stepping in, feeling good with your teammates?
It's just rhythm, and like you said, feeling good with my teammates, knowing where my spots are, where I can attack the basket, and where I'll be open for threes on kickouts. It's just playing with them.
You mentioned that you learned a lot here, kind of especially playing against or with these guys. What kind of things did you take away that kind of helped you get to where you are now?
Just the little things every single day. Not so much, on the floor. It's really off the floor how they prepare and how they approach the game. Like somebody like, for example, Al. I watched Al come in every single day and do the same routine, no matter how he felt, whether it was an off day or a practice day. Stuff like that is things that I was able to take.
All right, Chris, it was a month and a half that you hadn't played, and you hit 4 threes tonight. Talk about your game.
I'm just going out there and trying to help my team, whatever I can. Today I had it going, and my teammate realized that and, fit me. So appreciate that.
I think about your career. You've had a lot of buzzer-beating shots at the end of quarters.
Yeah.
What's the key for you in a situation like that shot you hit at the end of the third?
Just staying confident, and I say it before, when the shot clock is going down, I want that moment because, ain't nobody can say anything about you shooting a tough three or whatever. You got to put it up somehow. So I feel like that's a good opportunity for me to put one up. So I just love that moment.
You guys jumped out to that 30-point lead in the first half. What was clicking for you guys offensively against the Celtics early?
Just playing for each other, playing hard. I think after that timeout when Coach called it, we came out and we punched it on the mouth. So by playing together and playing hard.
Yeah, you guys hit some timely threes. I think you hit one in the fourth quarter. Tyrese hit one. Seemed like every time Boston made that push to get even closer, you guys answered.
Yes, sir. You say it. We answered the right way.
How important was it for you playing those 2 games with the Mad Ants before coming back to play for the Pacers?
I think it was a good decision by me and my agent and the team. Going out there helped me to test my ankle, getting conditioning a little bit, and I really have fun down there. Really, work on my confidence, trying to come back. And really appreciate the opportunity them allowing me to go down there and do what I do,
All right, you've got another game on this 3-game road trip. You're in Miami on Friday. What will be the key to beating the Heat?
Just, come out, keep playing for each other, keep playing fast, keep playing our game, and just, keep playing hard.